One day, my friend was very sad. When I asked him what happened, he replied that his friends teased him when he went to a party. They said his clothes were not nice and he did not look fit for a party. He was born and raised in a small village and had later moved to the city for his higher studies. His looks and mannerisms were like a village boy. When he was teased at the party, he felt so insulted that he became very looks conscious. His self-confidence dropped and his inferiority complex took over his mind. His progress in developing his capabilities was also hindered. This often happens to many of us. When you think about it, as long as one identifies himself with his body, he is unable to free himself from the negative thoughts and emotions strictly related to the body. While one's thoughts circulate around his body, he is unable to think of anything beyond that and is unable to freely progress towards larger tasks. Let us understand exactly what the body is. The Oaks Ridge Atomic Research Center has found that 98% of our body's atoms get replaced in a year. For example, if a person weighs 50 kg, then approximately 49 kg of their body is replaced in a year. Simply, 1 kg remains as it is. Our skin is completely replaced every month. Our liver replaces every 6 weeks. The lining of the stomach is replaced every 5 days, and our body's bones are entirely replaced yearly. Our entire body is replaced in 5 years. If a person is 30 years old right now, then not a single atom from his body when he was 24 years old would be present in his current body. Here, the body is continuously changing, but within us, there is something that is constant. That is the Jeev, the soul. That is me. We can understand our bodies in another way as well. What is this body? It is simply a pile of whatever food we have eaten. And as our food has been grown from the soil, our body is a piece of the earth. We eat food every day, and in this manner we build our body in installments. However, when we die, it is returned to the earth in its entirety. There is no option of returning it in installments. Now let's see why my friend's confidence decreased. It decreased because he identified himself with his body. This body, this pile of soil, was what he called his own. This pile of food was what he identified himself with, which in reality is always changing. In one life itself, it is replaced by unmeasurable times. He did not identify himself with what he actually is. Perhaps if he had known that he is something beyond his body, he could have lived a free and happy life. He would not have been affected by his friends' teasings and insults at the party. His confidence would never have dropped, and he would have been more successful. Now let's see the impact of our understanding on the body's health. When a person falls sick, if he keeps complaining, "Oh, I'm sick," then the speed of his recovery is reduced. However, if an understanding person sees himself simply as the caretaker of the body and does not identify himself as the body, then he remains relaxed, happy, and continues to take care of the body. His recovery is also speedy. That is why it is said, "Be the caretaker of the body, do not identify with it." I am the Jeev. I am the soul. I am limitless. The soul has such capabilities that it can know the entire world. It can be infinitely happy. The body, however, is limited. It has its own boundaries. To identify with the body is to give ourselves limits. In essence, we fool ourselves. One who understands that he is beyond the body can make infinite goals and develop his capabilities to great extents. That is why you must not limit yourself by how you look. In this video, we learn what the ancient texts teach about the Jeev Tattva, which states that I am the soul and to attach and identify myself with the body is one of the reasons for sadness. That is what we have learned. In more videos, we will learn about more concepts from the ancient texts, which will teach us how to make our lives better. In the description below, you can find the link to a playlist with more videos from this series.